Hello, my name is Laura Gonzalez, and we're going to be talking about Johnson & Johnson Integrative Case Analysis 3900 for Principles of Strategy. So we'll be talking about Johnson & Johnson's history. It was founded by Robert Wood Johnson, Edward Mead, and James Wood. And Robert was assigned expert for products. Edward did the advertisement, and James designed the machine of Johnson's & Johnson's. The company was founded in 1886. Political factors, economic conditions, social cultural forces is what we'll be talking about. So the IRA passed in 2022 and was designed to address the gap by allowing Medicare for the first time to negotiate prices for drugs it covered for senior citizens. This act will harm Johnson & Johnson because of the patents and market prices, which will be harmful to the company's earnings. According to PharmaVoice, Johnson & Johnson has made it their goal to reach $60 billion in drug sales by the year 2025. The company experts to bring in between $97 billion and $98 million across all businesses. Since last year, the company brought in $94.9 billion overall. Johnson & Johnson is an extremely competitive company that has locations and headquarters in various parts of the world. That being said, they need to make sure that they can evolve with many different cultures they work with. Many countries are different from the United States, which means that whatever's sold in Russia is not sold here, and whatever's sold here is not sold in Europe because it's different cultures. Johnson & Johnson company resource capabilities and competitiveness. In 2021, Johnson & Johnson announced that they would be separating the company's consumer health business and creating a new publicly traded company. Many would ask, why separate if Johnson & Johnson is known for its name? In the article by Johnson & Johnson, they write, the planned separation would create two global leaders that are better positioned to deliver improved health outcomes for patients and consumers through innovation. Johnson & Johnson is a company that uses foreign markets so that they can use the resources and capabilities. In doing so, they can use distributors and market their products. Johnson & Johnson is the umbrella brand of companies under Tylenol, Listerine, and Band-Aid. Johnson & Johnson has expanded their market all around the world, which means they made a name for themselves. People want to buy their products because they are well known. Johnson & Johnson has expanded their business worldwide, and by doing so, they have increased their purchasing power. If a company stays in one place, for example, the United States, they will make profit, but they won't make as much as expanding worldwide. Acquisitions are when one company buys out another company. For example, Johnson & Johnson recently acquired a Biomed. Offensive strategies. The company wants to be a competitive company and will try to find a product that will come out for first and be successful. For example, Johnson & Johnson came out with the COVID-19, which you only need one as opposed to two COVID vaccines like the competitors. Current ratios. The current ratio that Johnson & Johnson is 1.12. In 2021, the ratio was 1.35 due to the COVID vaccine, which was very popular and a lot of people wanted the vaccine during the pandemic. Sales and earnings growth. The firm's stock price, overall financial growth, retention rate, and new customer acquired. A company as big as Johnson & Johnson cannot function without any of these, as it's important for companies to grow financial and customer retention. Best customer provider, quality. It is something that every company needs to think about when creating a product. Johnson & Johnson have been around for many years, and even though they have made a name for themselves, they need to make sure that they are competitive, which means they need to have good quality in their products. Product performance is also very important. They are so successful that they make sure that the product is not only profitable, but well made. A service provided by Johnson & Johnson is shipping. Due to the pandemic, things have changed when it comes to consumer shopping online and receiving their products in the front door. 3 important products that Johnson & Johnson have created were COVID-19 vaccine, HIV medicine, and the tuberculosis vaccine. Marketing is also a very big part of Johnson & Johnson. As you can see, many times they have created beauty products and makeup products, and they have made ads about it. So marketing is very, very important. Also, commercials are out, and that's the way they brand their product. Corporate ethical responsibilities. Corporate responsibilities is all about being transparent as possible. Corporate social responsibilities is very important to the company. Without that responsibility, the company would be seen as unethical. A product from Johnson & Johnson was tampered with and was placed on the shelves, and that product was 17% profit. But Johnson & Johnson made sure to take it off the shelves and lose the profit. Johnson & Johnson have made a priority to help environment as well as to create new products. As a big company, they need to make a difference because when you think about it, most of their products on the shelves are made by Johnson & Johnson. So what is being used to create these products can be harmful to the environment. Adaptive culture, core beliefs, and research strategy goals. Adaptive culture is Johnson & Johnson needs to be adapted to new changes and products coming out. Core beliefs. Johnson & Johnson have a credo or a mission statement, and they abide by it so that the company can stay ethical and in good standing with the public. Now we're going to look at a YouTube video for the core beliefs.
In 1943, the year before Johnson & Johnson became a publicly traded company, and long before the term corporate social responsibility even existed, company chairman Robert Wood Johnson wrote Our Credo, a defining vision of Johnson & Johnson's values and principles. Our Credo begins with our responsibility to the patients, doctors, nurses, mothers and fathers, and all who rely on our products. From household staples families love like Band-Aid brand adhesive bandages and Johnson's baby shampoo, to the cutting-edge surgical devices and pharmaceuticals that save lives every day. Our next responsibility is to our 130,000 employees in 60 countries around the world, from Argentina to Australia, who create our products and keep our company running. Johnson & Johnson offers innovative workforce programs and policies that respect and reinforce work-life balance, including ample paid leave for all new parents, whether maternal, paternal, adoptive, or surrogacy assisted. Our third responsibility is to the communities we serve worldwide. Johnson & Johnson has a long and rich history of corporate social responsibility, including one of the oldest corporate disaster relief programs in existence, dating back to 1900. And today, more than 80% of our employees across the globe volunteer in their local communities. The fourth and final tenet of our credo is our responsibility to our shareholders. By taking a long view financial approach, investing in research to drive innovation, and continually improving our equipment and facilities, our shareholders receive a fair return. Our credo is a constant source of inspiration and aspiration. It's a living, breathing document that guides our daily decisions and inspires us to be remarkable so that we can create a healthier future for everyone, everywhere.
Reach strategy goals. Reaching the goals anywhere from marketing to creating the product is important to Johnson & Johnson. Without goal, companies would not make the quota, but they also have a hard time staying reliable. Leadership can help many parts of the work environment. With programs to help people enhance their skills, people will be able to learn what they need to help their employees be better, and solve problems independently. Conclusion. So in this, we have learned about PACEL, the company resources, capabilities, and competitiveness, corporate strategies to strengthen competitiveness, corporate ethical, social, and environmental sustainability, corporate culture, and leadership. Thank you so much for listening to my PowerPoint.